be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Bound mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game, so it's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus some UNDERDOG acres, a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through and wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dumping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, push the packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supplier. Random Uber man, here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the...
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day
my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the Judy of the lamb.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
What up, top of the morning, good people? It's Bogard Scott free. Give me money.
Yeah, time to smoke. Get those questions in. Shout out to Derek. Salute.
Derek!
Hey, shout out to our man Peacock. H-Town Huddle tonight. Get ready.
I need some motherfucking money. I get rich today.
What up, Neil?
What's happening?
What up, Kelsey? So what's your opinion on this blatantly lopsided trade? CMC for Gallup. As a commissioner, I feel responsibility to veto for the integrity of the league.
Allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the commissioner of that league, that trade goes down, and that's your fault. Like, you have no integrity. You can't allow bullshit like that to happen, bro.
Yeah, you got to shut that down.
That's not even motherfuckers trying to, like, disguise it as, like, a good-looking trade when it's bad. That's just all the way bad. That's collusion or that's a dumbass.
One of the two.
Yeah, the guy, sending CMC.
Tino said, bro, how many cobras you kill to make that hat? How many red cobras?
Yes, thing. It was a legend. I was waking up one morning about to do the podcast. I looked out the window. It was a goddamn giant cobra.
This is funny. And Kelsey said, so CMC for Michael Thomas is okay. Hold on. Let me refer you to the lawyers here. Hold on a second. I'll get it here for you. All right, here you go, Kelsey. Just get ready. Here's who you want to contact about that trade.
Good evening. Welcome to the law offices of Justino and Tino. I am writing on behalf of my client, Tino, a.k.a. Mr. Jerry Jones, a.k.a. your bully's favorite bully, a.k.a. Mr. Eastside, a.k.a. Mr. Fantasy Football, and my other client, Dennis. To formalize an agreement regarding a wager and a player exchange in a sports context. On 10/12, my client, Tino, and Mr. Dennis entered into a friendly wager valued at $20, which was agreed upon by both parties. In addition to monetary component, the terms of these wagers also include a player exchange from Mr. Dennis's team to be selected by Tino. Tino here declares Christian McCaffrey, also known as CMC, also known as BMC, Blood Gang, as player selection for Mr. Dennis's team fulfillment of the terms of a wager. Furthermore, Michael Thomas will be transferred from Tino to Mr. Dennis's team as part of this agreement. This agreement has been reached amicably and volunteered by both parties and considered binding. Any disputes and concerns arising from this agreement will be resolved in accordance with the terms set forth. Please consider this letter as a formal documentation of terms and conditions of the wager and player exchange within Tino and Mr. Dennis. Sincerely, Tino's lawyer, Justino.
And see, I mean, and that's just one part of it. Here is the video from the second party. Where is it? Here you go. Seeing both parties sent in their video, so we knew that there was no collusion going on.
We're here today to talk to these two 5-0 teams in the Wafers #1 league. 2 undefeated teams went head-to-head, and from what I hear, there was an unusual bet that was made. Let's talk to the players about this bet. I'm only here so I don't get fined. So we hear this unusual bet that you made. 2 5-0 teams going head-to-head. And we hear that you and Tino made a forced trade bet, stating
getting closer to it. All right.
that whoever wins can take whoever player they want off of the loser's team and send back whoever they want. How do you feel about this? They are who we thought they were. If you want to crown their ass, crown them. Well, we're going to bring it back over to Dennis.
You can tell he's doing the video while all the kids are asleep somewhere in the house.
Getting all quiet. Because I was supposed to be a screamer. Hey, who we thought they were.
But that makes it even funnier, though.
Don't ask me no more questions.
We are who they thought they were.
I'm only here so I don't get fined. Dennis, do you agree and consent to this forced trade that you and Tino made? This unusual bet in the Wafers #1 league? Look, man, it is what it is. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Push the trade through, I don't care. No more questions. I'm only here so I don't get fined.
He got fined. He got fined. CMC.
Oh, man. Now, where's Kelsey at? Because now I want to hear a response to that. Don't say you left and didn't watch both those videos. What up, Frank? And Happy Trees. What up? What up?
What up? What up, Frank? What up, Trees?
And I want to know who the hell Kelsey is, because this is the first time we've ever seen that name in here, or at least that I can remember.
It's Travis and Jason's brother.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Joseph said, should I trade Mahomes for RBs? Nope. I like when trade questions are that simple. No,
probably not. I mean, like,
no, we didn't even need to spend time on it. We didn't even need to spend time on it. It's just nope, and that's it. We answer these trade questions in a vacuum now. And Evan said a couple questions. Kareem Hunt, Jalen Waddle, Jamison Williams. I mean, Jalen Warren, not Jalen Waddle. That's ugly.
Jamison Williams.
And then he said Logan Thomas, Jonnu, or Freiermuth.
Logan Thomas, Jonnu, and then Freiermuth in that order.
Yeah, I do like the matchup versus the Giants the best out of all three.
Yeah, it's hard to get off Jonnu, but like I'm just gonna put him in that order because of the matchups.
Yeah,
probably getting the same amount of targets from Logan Thomas and Jonnu. Same range at least.
Let's see. BDOG, what up? That was good. 420 crew was going down. Oh, okay. This is the Brandon guy. He said trying to get rid of Madison. He said finally did get his ass to get moved and then brought back Derrick Henry. Wow, good shit.
Was that? What was it? Alexander Madison. What else?
Yeah,
good shit.
Right. I'm caught all the way up. Marty said Kelsey's Kelsey. All right. Made it to the end of the questions already. That usually doesn't happen this quick. There we go. Let's start smoking. And let me see.
You need a QB. You need a QB in the green ball.
And Kelsey said, I watched the videos. Honestly curious if it was let it slide in a money league. I don't see a mention of the side betting players in the bylaws. Yeah, and there really wasn't. So that was Dennis and Tino coming into this, and because it's because it's a free league, things are getting shaken.
Oh, you didn't like that trade? Okay, I didn't know he was in that league.
And I don't know if Kelsey is or not, but I'm assuming so.
Oh. Kelsey. Does Taylor Swift have a bad box?
I could have shot it down. I could have said that shouldn't have happened because Tino could have just got into a Debo trade, but I bet it was Dennis who brought it up. And yeah, if this was we have money leagues that there's a rule that happens like this every single week, but
yeah. Here's my thing. If the two parties that agreed to it and it was notified, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Now, if this was, let's say, the TFL, because that's a $200 league, would you let that go down?
If motherfuckers if they agreed on it, first of all, side bets go down all the time.
This one's a little different, though.
I guess like I'm just to be like for the sake of it.
Like if they were both in the Green Bowl and this happened, because I mean, if it was the Green Bowl, the trade wouldn't happen. You can do your side bets all you want, but yeah, the trade wouldn't be allowed to go down.
Yeah,
and I think that's really what it comes down to. The amount of money of the league is going to determine if anything like that will actually happen.
See, and I was gonna say like in the TFL, it's not gonna go down. Like people, the league wouldn't allow that to go down. You know what I mean? Side bets, people do it all the time. That's fine, but a forced trade, that's probably not going to happen.
That's exactly what they're saying, though. Should I allow that to go down? Because it still could be changed as of right now. Because it's a free league, I was more open to it. But also don't want to sour this for like the entire tournament. Just I want to have fun.
I mean, for me, I always say I'll treat every league the same. So it's I'm like probably the wrong person to ask about this because then I'd probably just allow it because it was the two parties that agree. It's just like when fools make a trade. Like, okay, if this was a trade made like just a regular trade, right? Probably doesn't go down, but it still might even get pushed through if I actually talk to the person and that person really did this trade. You know what I mean? Forced trade, that's different. Like they agreed upon. That's really, I mean, like I said, I'm probably the worst person to ask you, because honestly, too, like it makes me upset that people won't make trades in the $600 league just because it's a $600 league. You know what I mean? So it works twofold. Like they're just pussy with the amount of money, and then even like this one guy, pussy as fuck, even gets in the chat to like announce it. Like trying to fish for people to agree with him that it's preposterous. People are trying to make trades in the league that it's that much because it's that much. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my God! Can you believe the audacity of the sky constantly sending trades with knowing the amount of money this league is? It's like, yeah, and like you know what I mean? It's just then it's also that's just me being annoyed by it because he totally views it different as me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And then he probably got his confirmation bias when someone else that I was sending hella trade offers to comes in. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And the more that we talk about this, the more that, the trade is going to have to go back because it wasn't something that was agreed upon in the beginning of the season. And like, and at the end of the day, it's not fair to the tournament because if other people would have had the chance to do it, maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. But
honestly, when they struck up this deal, and then after the matchup happened, or after the matchup is through, I mean, you were like, hey, if you want to push through, you got to cut the videos. So they cut the videos because they're on, they're trying to hold their end of it. So otherwise, it should have got shut down right there. Then you know what I mean?
I mean, it should have. I mean, it was fun at the time. And sorry I made you guys waste your time like doing those videos, but I don't know. It is kind of not fair to the entire tournament. And I think that's what it comes down to.
Like I said, I'm probably the worst one to ask because I can't stand it for years when people try to dictate what I do with my team. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
yeah,
like this is a very special case. They agreed upon it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I'm never usually selecting, contenders to be in these leagues that are like liable to do something like that, like without it being a forced trade, just like bros, fuck CMC, bro. I want Michael Thomas. Like, no, there's no one that's gonna be, you know what I mean? So
and even the whole
that would just never happen unless this is a circumstance.
Well, yeah, and if like I literally didn't host a forced trade league, like this wouldn't, like nobody would even think of ever doing anything like this. Yeah. Sorry, Tino. The more that I'm thinking about it really isn't fair to the entire tournament. And I mean, it's fun for you guys to do that, but it's not fair to the tournament because nobody else got a chance to do it, and it was never even brought up that this was like a thing. I mean, because after the game, I mean, it pretty much got brought up like it wasn't even asked. It was like, oh, we're doing this, and we didn't say what we're gonna do yet, but we're gonna do, something. Then it was kind of disclosed after the game's already started, and yeah. Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, it really isn't fair to everybody else. I think that's what it comes down to is making it fair for everybody.
Well, what the funny thing is too is probably no one gives a fuck except for like whoever complained.
Well,
that's enough.
Well, nobody knows except for who's in that division.
Well, that's what I mean. But I mean, like that, like how did they react?
Well, I mean, there was multiple shit reactions right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a 6-0 team getting CMC. They're gonna be pissed about that.
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter that he got hurt. I mean, I don't know. Hindsight's 2020. He could go on IR and not play the rest of the season, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the decision.
Let's get a good old fashioned consented trade. You need a QB in the green ball?
I don't know. I probably do, maybe. But yeah, sorry guys. This is what I gotta do. We gotta ixnay it. And it's a free league. So I don't know. I don't want to ruin a tournament with something that wasn't even supposed to be involved in the tournament. And Tino said, bro, we take it back. Bullshit. Fuck that league. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Tino. Like, no one ever said that you could do that. You guys kind of said that you were going to do something. And then after it happened, like, I don't know.
I mean, it probably shouldn't. Well, I mean, I know because you wanted to make content out of it. Those are your exact words. Because then it probably shouldn't have shut down right there.
After the fact, yeah. That's the thing. The trade never officially went through. I was waiting. Well, yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it was not a thing that there could ever be forced trades in this league, or there might have been forced trades this entire time. That's why we have the forced trade league, so we could do things like that and not carry over rules from league to league. So sorry, guys. Hopefully, you guys don't hate me, but it's a free league.
I hate whack people. It's funny because like one thing I still trying to like, I'm still trying to master the art of is not expecting people to view things the way I do. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about this trade. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's like, it's really no sweat off someone else's balls, but it just goes for anything. Even like the people that complain when a legit trade gets made. Oh, that's some bullshit. Like, there's always going to be someone crying about something, bro. And they're usually the people that are the least active. And like, but that's the effort they put in is like complaining about shit in a chat. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't stand those people.
Marty said Huss is the Debo playoff off record or points for. Both. It's record, and then if it comes to a tiebreaker, it's
just like any other league.
Tiebreaker, yeah, points for.
Yeah, like that's why people ain't really afraid to take a L's because like they know, like, especially the people that have been in this league last year, like motherfuckers was getting in at 6 and 8. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of have an expanded threshold as far as L's go. You know what I mean? So people are like, yeah, I'll take another. Like, oh, what am I? 2 and 4? Yeah, I'll take another L. It's fine. You know what I mean? I could scave off 4 more.
Yeah, man, I should have just took a dive to BS Barbarians because now we took Pacheco off of me, and I mean, one of the reasons I lost is David Montgomery getting hurt during the game. Shit was whack. And Clock, he said, forced trade, is that like technically trade rape? Well, there's no fair trades if that's what you're saying. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you're going to get a real shitty player for an amazing player.
Unless, like, you know, the person's actually putting forth, you know, a lineup that consists of all his good players, and it's like, okay, if he wants something, he actually has to give something in return off the starting lineup. You know what I mean? But then that's why you got it's just a different technique. If you're whooping some ass all Sunday and this guy's pretty much done, you know, you could, I have a player on Monday, I'm gonna switch him out, put in a fucking bench guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's a cool strategy.
It's gonna piss off. It's gonna ruffle some feathers, like Crispy. Crispy was pissed. He was like, "What the fuck? Someone traded me Gronk on the forced trade."
What's funny is, like, I remember that we weren't allowed to do that last year. It had to be like a player on a team and shit. That's why I was like, you know what I mean?
Well, it had to be a player in your starting lineup, and I don't even remember seeing Gronk go through. So I don't know if it was someone sent it to him, and like I don't even know what happened. Maybe they couldn't send it to him because he didn't actually play, or he called him out on that, and then they fixed the trade or something. Because I never saw Gronk go in like any of these.
It had to be someone inserted in your lineup, but then like you had to be someone like that's actually on the team.
Well, because I don't even know if you can insert anyone into a lineup if they're not like an active player.
It's a flex, you can. So say like even like you had a bye week.
Like if I had Leonard Fournette on my team, I could still put him in the flex.
Because
I've never tried that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was asking it last year, because I was like, ooh. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to find all the little loopholes, little ways to get, you know what I'm talking about?
It's pretty much all the bullshit like wide receivers on like a Monday night that got
and that was my thing, is like if there was no one on a Monday to switch out to, but I had a player legit I could play, but I'm like, I don't want to lose him and I'm about to win. I'm gonna switch him out for just any player, a retired player, anybody, because you could pick them up anytime, you know what I mean? And you put them in as long as it's a flex, or even if you pick up a retired receiver and you have a receiver spot like that, it works.
And pretty much whoever's going back to the other team is getting dropped anyways. I mean, most of them just get dropped right away.
Except for the sake of saying,
oh shit, he did. He said just sit everyone. He said fuck Gronk. I accepted the trade. Let's see.
See what I'm saying? You can put as long as if like in this case it had to been flex. Pick up Gronk, threw him in there.
Let's see. Where's Crispy? Let's go look at this. It was Nigel that did it.
Nigel. It's always you, Nigel.
Well, let's double check if he threw him in there or not. Where the hell is their matchup? Yeah, he played Gronk in the flex. And whooped on Crispy. And Crispy said it's whatever. Yeah, for sure. Because it would have been anybody. It doesn't even matter who's coming back. It would have been
but it is though when that's not, you're not supposed to be able to send. You have to send like a player.
Well, the rule's always starter for starter. That's what it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been that. I've never done that. This is the first time we've ever seen it done.
I specifically asked last year. It's all good though. I'm not sure. I'm not in this.
I don't know.
I have no race. No race in that horse. I have no horse in that race.
Yeah, starter for starter. Nigel, he exploited the rules there, and he should have just sat everybody. Well, what? Crispy, why would you sit Stephon Diggs but then not sit like anybody else on your team? If you're gonna sit one player, you might as well sit them all.
Because he had already probably played it. That was the Sunday nighter, so he probably switched them out. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe to say yeah.
And then going back to week 1 with you versus Titans, when he proudly took Watson and then fucking hurt him like the Reaper does. This guy's amazing. He's amazing.
Yep. Really hell good. Yeah, that was bullshit. But I don't know. I wonder if his team is doing good after that, because like literally all his team started getting injured. But yeah, I picked up the bullshit players on Monday to put him in there. And I've forgotten too, because like even Candlestick sat like everybody versus me. And I got so busy that I didn't even check. I could have, got somebody random to throw in there, and I would have taken like Roshan from him, but
yeah, you're
Roshan's not worth grabbing for like any of my starters that I played. Yeah, it's almost like I'm not even paying attention in that Debo league because everybody literally just sits their entire team against me every week now. And Clock said, what if I take everyone out of my lineup right before the game starts? Well, on Sleeper, you have to actually have at least one person in your lineup or like you can't it won't, like it'll just reset. And Crispy said might look to change that rule next year. Like that's the thing. Like this is like a real gangster league where like you're literally getting jacked for players.
I'm saying that was the specific part of the rule because no one allowed me to do that last year. Listen, that happened.
You gotta go look in the bylaws. Bylaws are king, not my brain, not my memory. So go look in the bylaws. If the bylaws say that you can't do that, that's on me, and I'll go do that. But everyone's got to stop not checking the rules and just thinking it's whatever. That's one thing too. I write these bylaws for everyone to read them, and literally nobody reads them. If it says it in there,
I don't read them. I have my lawyer read them.
Yeah, exactly. But someone's got to read them. And I'm so high, and there's like dozens of bylaws for different leagues. Can't go off of what I say. You got to go off of what's written. That's the law, not what comes out of my mouth. But yeah, like maybe we should make it to where like there's no exploiting rules at all, because people like exploiting certain parts of these rules, but then they don't like it when people exploit other parts of the rules. Let's go see if it says anything in the bylaws about this. Because yeah, if there's changing one rule, there's changing every rule. Let's see. Whoever is the winner of any week gets to steal a starter from the other opponent they beat. In return, they must send back a starter in return. There we go. That's it. So if I change that rule, must be an active player and all this kind of stuff, then we're going to definitely change like you can't sit your team like type thing, because that's the rule that gets exploited like all the time as well. What up, stranger? And Marty said it's like a dog. It's like dog eat dog. I could see me doing that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's lots of rules that you can like exploit, in this league in particular. And Crispy said, I'm not going to cry about it. If it's acceptable, it is what it is. It didn't break any rules in the bylaws. It didn't break any rules. Starter for starter. That's literally the only rule. What the hell? What did Josh Allen get hurt with? Said he'll participate in practice today, and we'll see how it goes, is what the coach said. What the hell did Josh Allen? What the hell did he get hurt? Anybody know what the Josh Allen injury was? He got an X-ray on his shoulder. Huh. Weird, yeah. I didn't even remember hearing that. Yeah, Marty said, I know it's not the same, but a motherfucker traded me Chubb in the week he tore shit. Exactly. Like, I mean, yeah. The Debo league is definitely not a fair league. I mean, that 0 trades will be fair there. And pretty much everybody who gets sent over to the other side is getting dropped. Note Kwani, which side wins? AJ Brown, Debo, or Kelsey and Garrett Wilson? Kelsey, Garrett Wilson. If you have a tight end spot over there. All right. Derek said they had x-rays that came out negative, but Josh Allen says something feels weird. Oh, man. When did they say it's on his shoulder? I see it's on is it on his right shoulder or his left shoulder? Doesn't say. And Marty said AR5 officially going under the knife, out for the year. Damn. Yeah, just popped up right now on my phone. I see it. I see it. And Bake Bro 710. Is that our homie Zach? What up, bro? Sad Mechanic Inc. said Anthony Richardson busted. I don't know. I think that him not playing is a bust, but this is why you don't go for those rookie QBs in redraft. But yeah, it's oh shit, it's his throwing shoulder. Yeah, I don't know if he's a bust. I mean, as far as like fantasy value goes, I think he's still got a shitload of it for Dynasty. And Zach said, damn, I don't even have time for fucking fantasy anymore. Getting my ass whipped all over the place. That's that delivery service, right? Keeping you hella busy.
Hey, man, got to get the bag. You feel me?
Yeah. Marty said, I'd buy AR low. Yeah, I mean, Dynasty, right? Like, okay, I just said that. I don't even know if Anthony Richardson lost a whole bunch of value in Dynasty. Like, what do you think? So he is getting surgery. Oh. He's done for the year.
I was just talking about that with Stevie B last night, because he was like, "Hey, I'm shopping around AR-15 because he got all these picks. I'm not sure if it's the 20 or the 22 or the 19. It's one of them, but he's like, I got all these picks, and he got like Kyler Murray and Watson, and then like he's like, nobody's fucking with this AR-15, and that was a head scratcher to me because I'm like, well, you're probably gonna have to wait till like one of these teams starts to like bow out, right?
Yeah,
so those will be the first ones interested because right now I'm like nobody's gonna buy it, like pay up right now, but like I was like, bro, this offseason, I'm like he's in no rush. I'm like you're gonna be good. Someone will pay up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's really, I mean, what's the reason of like trading him right now? Like, I mean, if you trade him like right this second, it is going to be for the low because who the hell is going to buy him in October and you can't use him until next September, you know? But if you, I mean, shit, March, April, May, like doesn't even matter. Anytime we hear any news about him doing anything, it's like his value is just going to re-rise in the offseason.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And what Zach say? He said, "Yeah, out here getting the money, and it's starting to grow in time. It's time consuming. Hell yeah, especially with deliveries. I mean, that's the most time consuming part because you know, time on the road. It's time on the road.
I mean, shit. If catering period, bro. Like the prep, it's like all prep, and then like it's hella prep, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, the homies they had this.
When we had a delivery service, I mean, this is, I mean, shit, over 10 years ago at this point, there was someone who was just like the runner, you know, like, I mean, just in the little office or whatever, where, you know, all the prepackaged stuff is and all that kind of stuff. And he's just the one, as soon as the order comes in, he's the one person just there getting all the orders together.
Oh, okay. So, thank you, man. Because when you said runner, I thought like he's the one actually like he's moving and grooving. So he's like a dispatch basically.
Well, not even the dispatch, because we had a dispatch as well.
Okay.
And the
So
driver,
he's the guy that packages up all the orders.
yeah, he was like the in-house like prepper, I guess, because it was too busy to where like everything had to be prepackaged.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, this is in the non-pre-packaging days. You can go into a dispensary, grab the weed straight out of a jar because people didn't give a fuck, or doing wild shit, wild west shit.
Yeah, I remember one of the joints that Tino used to work at back in the days, right? I used to fuck with like the little sister facility. The shit he worked at was called YB, and then there was like the owner had another joint in downtown. So I used to fuck with that one.
Okay,
yeah, you'd walk up in that shit, and it'd just be hella jars and shit. And obviously you had hella shit packaged and then you had like all the glass with all the fucking all the waxes and everything. You know what I mean? And all the fucking all the concentrates, whatnot. But yeah, like if you wanted something like a zip, they just right out the big ass giant mason jar. You know what I mean? Weighing in front of you.
I mean, shit. Like there's, I mean, for the longest time, you could get a gram or an eighth, and it would get weighed out in front of you. Like, I mean, a lot of places, especially when you were coming into, a brick and mortar, like most people didn't want to prepackage because prepackaging is like, oh man, getting that bullshit has been sitting around for months and months because that was just the stigma of what prepackaged stuff was.
Yeah, I used to think those fucking packages were so cool because like there was a difference, right? Like you'd have like if you saw someone and they had like the little white Mylar bags that like had the thing like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Mylar. What is it? It was like the super good plastic, and it like it fucking had the little you could close it and shit.
Yes, the Mylar. Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah, because all those joints were fucking. Those are like those are the medical ones,
right?
Like,
Exactly.
Like you saw someone that like they came from like a legit fucking sanctioned dispensary. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody else would have like the little medicine, little vials or fucking.
Either that or just straight up Ziploc.
A brown bag, even shit. Ziploc in a brown bag. See, that's crazy because by the time we got into like 2011, they got rid of most of those mom and pop shops. Because I'm telling you, bro, like even like, okay, we had a comic book store. And it was really like at this point, because this is like, I don't know, 2010-ish. But it was a comic book store. And they just sold weed out of there too. You know what I mean? And it was like people came in like it was like buy, sell, and trade. You know what I mean? Very small shop, but they were just moving hella tree out of there. You can go over there and get it was all by eighths all the way up, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it was just like underground and shit. And then like one day you go in there like, yeah, they came in and said we can't do that. Like you know what I mean? Like they went and swooped in like over 100 mom and pops in San Jose got shut down and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Super wild. Peacock, I got 13 claims in for one spot in a league that runs waivers in a bit. I don't like the waivers that run like not at like mid, not just like in the middle of the night.
I mean, there's pros and cons to everything.
Uh-oh, shout out to Antonio Brown. What up?
What up? What up, baby? He's out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta pay that child support, bro.
Ooh, okay. So the Sad Mechanic Inc. He said, it was a grade 3. Yeah, we talked about the different levels of what the AC joint sprain could be, and he has the highest grade, and we knew they said it was like what 6 to 12 months for that one, or 6 to 10 or something was the return time. So yeah, we knew if he had the highest level, he's done data for the season.
And as much as I love the Ginsu, he just shows you why he's a backup. Yeah, like that's why he can't win a starting job.
He's gonna get real scrappy in certain situations. He might even throw for 250, 300 and a couple touchdowns. But man, those interceptions though, like the farther he goes down the field, he's just like, man, he's so inaccurate.
Who they playing this week?
The Browns.
Oh man, yeah, that's like shit. I mean, the Browns just beat my Niners without Watson. You know what's so funny though is that's like Minshew's crazy because he'll like fuck around and beat the Ravens. You know what I mean? In Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what he did. Like he threw for like 300 basically in that game, right?
AB said he's out and about because he needs money.
I see it. He's on the gummy dick business. It's my gummy dick service ain't really handling.
And Cali Chi-Town. Would y'all trade Darren Waller for Damian Pierce? I got Laporta. We could RBs outside Steve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because like
try to trade for him next week if you can, but I mean,
I'll do it now. Fuck Waller. You know what? What if another week goes by and he's bad Waller and this guy, you're buying Pearson, you get him out for a bye week. You know what I mean? You got him the rest of the way. I like that idea. You got Laporta, you're all right. Stream a fucking tight end on Laporta's bye week. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point of the year, it's never a bad idea to make decisions based on, well, this guy's just on a good team where he's going to be useful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to say it, but yeah, I would take Laporta over Waller right now all day because what we've seen from Waller, he's been playing like clearly like injured or whatever. And then at the end of the day, fuck that fucking team. That's a bad offense. Like, you know what I mean? It's arguably like Saquon or nothing else on that offense. And even that's like, you know what I mean?
Elias said Puka or Thielen rest of season. It's crazy.
Yeah, it'd probably be Thielen if you but see, I'm not worried about Puka. He's coming off of another game with 11 targets. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I also don't like just like trading guys like that for like one another. I'd want Puka and Thielen on the same team.
Yeah, and like Thielen, just don't get hurt. You know what's cool about what they're doing with Thielen? They're playing him like he's a tight end. He's just a big slot, and you know what I mean. He's getting leaned on by this rookie QB like rookie QBs lean on tight ends. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I'd probably try to have both of them. And if I was gonna move one of them, it'd probably be Puka because okay. How about this? What's the perspective on Puka? You think people will pay up for him or pay up for a Thielen right now? Like if you had both of them, you're gonna move one of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, see, that's what's crazy.
I feel like that's what this question is. Like, hey, rest of the season because he's gonna move one.
Well, and he just said, "I'm not trading anyone. I'm just curious on what you guys think."
No, you got it. You good?
Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy. It's because, like, I mean, we always talk about how the beginning of the season is so polarizing. Those first like 3-4 weeks, like, I mean, I know Puka had one down week, but I feel like most people. Unless they really don't like Cup coming back, unless it's like, I guess there's a school of two thoughts.
It's just like I was saying with Saquon on the Giants, like it's a bad offense. He's probably the only piece I would want. It looks like Thielen's the only like real usable piece on the Panthers, and he's like all of it. You know what I mean?
And it's like the only usable piece in real life.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just Bryce Young is on it. Throw it to
that offense, but he's the offense.
He got the playbook. All right, Bryce. It's a 3rd and 10, and you're going out there. We're gonna do one pass option. There you see a blitz from the left linebacker, and you see that the right end is getting right in your face. What do?
Go to my high read.
No, it's pass it to Thielen.
Nah, my high read's Adam Thielen.
We'll say that. Pass to Thielen.
Oh, okay.
And then no matter what the situation is, it's 3rd and 2. The defense is in prevent. We could run it easily right up the middle. But what do? Pass to Thielen.
It's literally like the past few games, he's getting like, he would have like 8-9 targets already going into 8-9 grabs already going into the half. And then like they just, you know what I mean? So that's what's been kind of funny style about it. Outside of that first game where he blew up, it was against the Saints. Remember, it was all a 4th quarter drive. And he catches a touchdown, but he gets like 5 grabs on that drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? But then, yeah, the last couple games, it's all been in the first half, and then the defense adjusts to it. Like, hopefully they come out of the bye week and like, you know what I mean? They're able to move the ball a little bit more. Because then, eventually it'll just be like, all right, take away Thielen. You know what I mean?
Derek, of course, that was Will Smith or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Pass it to Will. And if you don't know that, 20 laps.
Banks. Banks, what do you do?
It's so funny. I was like, if he's smart, he'll find the open man, and he had to answer it like that.
Yeah, he throws a shot at everyone collectively.
It's like, Banks, you haven't been paying attention? 20 laps.
That's so dope. Like, cause like, man, you're from Philly. It's cool, man. You got to grow up and you had Fresh Prince, even though it was in LA. It was Will Smith from Philly, right? We had Full House. You know, that's how people thought of the Bay, huh? If they didn't know, oh yeah, the Full House.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And gays. That's the Bay Area, huh? Like, oh, okay, all right,
yeah.
Come over here and say
until like Facebook and Google and all that, and now it's just like the tech capital of like the world. But yeah, before the internet blew up, yeah, it was pretty much only known for Full House and gay people for sure.
No, but it was already the Silicon Valley though. Before the explosion of the internet, it was already regarded as like, this is the tech central. This is where all the computers was made, and you know what I mean. Yeah, like shit. Both my parents worked in tech. Now I think about it, just by definition, my pops worked for Trimble Navigation. They're claiming the fame as they're the originators of GPS, positioning satellite systems. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and then my mom's worked for Silicon Graphics. You know what I'm saying? They made. I don't know what else their computers were made for, but I do know like all the fucking Hollywood studios. Well, not all of them, but like a good amount of them. They use Silicon Graphics computers for their CG. You know what I mean? So like, that shit was dope. We got to go watch a bunch of special screens, all kind of shit. Jurassic Park, Terminator 2, fucking all the Disney joints.
Niner MMA said Full House, and don't forget about Golfland in San Jose. Bogey said plenty of parties there.
Who said that?
Niner MMA.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, the Golflands, bro. They had 3 of them, bro. They had one on the south side, and then they had one in Milpitas. That's like a neighboring. It's still the same area code, but it's just like a neighboring city. And yeah, the Golfland was the shit.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell were they called here? They were in San Diego. They're a Family Fun Center.
Family Fun Center. Yeah, like there was even one that had like a couple water slides in that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, like the little mini golf course, and there's like a water slide in that joint. But then like, we was there tearing down the arcade, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Even until like we was like adolescents, because like we used to gamble on Street Fighter for real. Yeah, just be in that motherfucker, and you like see fools that like we always be like, damn, this fool's here, bro. Like this fool is hella good. You see like their wins. Oh, this fool's been here 30 wins. Damn, he's been here for all day, killing everybody.
Okay, Niner said he's from Gilroy.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He's from Gilroy. Yeah, he's from Gilas. So yeah, the Golfland's not that far from him.
Okay,
because Gilas is like south of San Jose, right? Probably like 35 minutes south.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but South San Jose is probably like 25 minutes from where he's at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. That right next to that Golfland that he's talking about too. It was Frank Shamrock's dojo, right?
Nice.
Ken Shamrock's bro. And I had a series I had a tag team album, and we did part 1 and 2. This one only came out in the streets. It's funny because this is one of those ones when I lost the hard drive. I don't have any of the hard copies or any of the files, I would say. Yeah. But anyway, so this one was like a street exclusive, right? But it was called Off the Top Rope, and I needed a ring. And like we would always go outside and smoke outside the fucking Golfland for years. So I was like, and this is like way later. I'm like in my 20s now. I'm like, hey, I know where there's a ring. You know what I mean? Went up in that motherfucker, and like I didn't even know who Frank. I knew of the name Frank Shamrock. It's not like I recognize him for real, like on the street. So I just walk up in there and fucking gym and shit, or dojo, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, hey, would you mind if I talk to like the manager or something? He's like, yeah, I'm him. What's up? I'm like, I just want to do like an album cover picture. So I just want to use this ring. Probably take me like 10-15 minutes. He's like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool, man. Scott. And he's like, yeah, Frank. And I don't even think of it for the whole time. Then like we do the picture, and my guy was like, hey, that was Frank Shamrock, right? That's tight, man. The dude's cool.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, kind of punch drunky. You know what I mean? When you talk to him, yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Like he had to think about it for a second. Yeah, it was more like he was processing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's Eric Murray on the Texans?
You know what I mean? You know, on the corner ropes doing the Stone Cold thing.
Hell yeah. What?
Yeah. Yeah, we had the tag belts too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
The WWF tag
belt?
belt?
Where they're kind of like the
squarish or
cushion. Yeah, cushion where it's like it's a rectangle, but they're rounded on the corners. They call that a cushion cut or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the classic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah, two of them. Two of them hoes. Yeah, I had all the belts they used to hang in my lab and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to collect more belts.
I'm trying to get this Green Bull belt somehow, some way.
Hell yeah.
Good. Motherfucker came up on you know what makes me mad at the league? People that have priority and they ain't even like, and they need these guys. They like you and Kidda and all these guys that just getting richer. What the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers in this league? It's the same motherfucker that complain about getting a trade offer. When they don't win, I'm gonna remind them.
Hey man,
and be like, you know, there were so many times you could have improved or did something to shake something, and you thought you was a shit. Fantasy guys don't like arrogance. Look at you. Now you ain't win.
It's got to be on it. It's got to be on it. That's something we preach, and you know.
Yeah, but you be on that. Like, see, here's my thing. Be on your shit. Don't put an effort to like complain about bitch ass shit. You know what I mean? It's funny. You know, people. Time is man's greatest commodity. When you waste your time bitching about some shit, you're just a bitch. It's just part of your day. It's not even to them. They're not wasting time. There's a civic duty.
Yeah, it just is what it is. I don't know. It's kind of like what Cat Williams was saying about the haters. It's like, we know we're out there. Just got to let them do their job. I mean, that's literally their job, to be haters.
No, this one's different. This is not haters. I understand the symbiotic relationship between us needing haters. I'm talking about
that is
complaining like a bitch. And like, that's effort you have to put into that, but they won't put in the same effort when you got a priority to pick up good players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I do.
Like, I don't even want trades to improve my team. I don't even want to pick up players to improve my team either. So I guess that he's even killed.
Hey, somebody dropped Jake Ferguson. They listened. It was Kidda.
Yeah, that was Kidda.
Every time I see a Jake Ferguson dropped, I'm just gonna assume that it was me, and someone heard me say, "Just drop him and get him off your team already. Leave him as a landmine for someone."
Cowboys are just a bad offense. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I mean, that's not crazy, but it's just like that's just is what it is. Like, you can't. People say I mean, I'm the person that could come up with a whole list of things that I feel like they're doing wrong, but just overall, look at the numbers, all the shit. It's not, you know what I mean? It's all lopsided from like that 40 point outing they put up on the fucking and that was like defense too. You know what I'm saying? So, but just their overall output, what are they I don't know, maybe they're top 10 in overall scoring right now.
Mm-hmm.
Been kind of an ugly year overall.
And One Nation, he said, tried getting Jordan Mason, but someone threw 400 fab at him. He said that was 100%.
What league was that? Oh, probably not. Probably
yeah, not any of ours, but yeah, that shit's wild.
I mean, here's my thing. It's gonna be Elijah Mitchell to get the crack at the majority of it. But like, man, but it's not a crazy world because, man, I could lay you out the history of going back to 2017 Niners when we first acquired Shanahan, right? Like, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's finna be Carlos Hyde, bruh. It ends up being Matt Breida eventually, you know what I mean? Like, even though Carlos Hyde was like the starter every week. You remember that?
Yeah.
It would just be like, oh, yeah, he's the starter, quote unquote. But then the guy getting the most work. It was like almost like a hot hand. Like Carlos Hyde sucked so bad. It would just be Breida all the time when that's producing at the end of the day. Then the next year, everyone's hype on Breida. You know what I'm saying? He get hurt. Boom. Mostert. Then boom. He does this thing for like 2 weeks. He gets hurt. Boom. Jeff Wilson Jr. You You know what I mean? And then next year, everyone's like, hey, it's Mostert. But Gary, what do you know? Ends up being Jeff Wilson and Breida, like it's some kind of combination. It's just always, and it's always due to injury or a hot hand. It's not like we ever had a CMC till we did. And because when you have a CMC, there's no denying, okay, it's CMC all day. Like it's hard to tell me like, it's just gonna be Mitchell automatically. Like Mason's gonna get in the mix, and like he's a bigger back. He can catch too. He just can't. He's not fast like Mitchell. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. If we're gonna grind it out and get a lot of work to somebody, in my opinion, it would be Jordan Mason.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
It's 2:30.
Derek said, in my work reach
and
out.
Mitchell be getting hurt. That was my ultimate point. Mitchell be getting hurt.
Yeah, for sure. And Derek said, in my work league, would you trade for JJ, or you think he'll be out too long or too risky to trade for at this point? He said he's 5-1. Depends on what you're giving up. If you're giving up like depth pieces for you, I would just do that. You know, like 3 depth pieces. Maybe one of those is like a flex or something for you or whatever. But I wouldn't be trading away like a bunch of your best players to go get them right
now. I would look at the schedule and then maybe determine whether or not you think they'll be any kind of in it, because it is something that's floating around that Jefferson said something along the lines of like, if we're not in it, I'm not coming back. You know what I mean?
And that would suck.
Yeah. and like, okay, if you look at Deontay Johnson's hamstring, you know what I'm saying? It was 4 weeks of missed games, and then they go into the bye, and then he's expected, quote unquote, back this week. So that would be 5 weeks of reality time he missed.
Yeah.
Reality. So you go to the 10th, that's their bye week, correct? For the Vikings?
I think so.
Yeah, if they lose like 4 out of the next, so hold on, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if they lose what? I guess they gotta go 500 in this next 4 weeks to put them at a whopping 3-5, 3 and 6.
And their bye week is week 13.
Actually. Week 13. Okay, so damn. Okay, that changes everything. I don't know why I was thinking they had to bye week 10. Damn. And then so what would 4 weeks put Jefferson on? 7, 8, 9, 10. So week 11 is like is the what people are hopeful for. I don't think I'm doing that, because the 6-week thing will put him at week 13.
Yeah, and then they would just be on the bye, but you would have him for the playoffs if he does come back. But it's like hella risky. I'm like, yeah,
I would buy him if I could get it for like you said, maybe one starter and then throw some bench players or something I'm talking about like a flex guy. I don't know, because otherwise, just let that guy die.
Yeah,
let that Jefferson. I mean, yeah, don't. Someone wanted Bijan for Jefferson in fucking in Spencer's league. I was like, fuck no. Like, why the fuck would I do that? I know it sounds crazy, but why the fuck would I do that? You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Bijan's helping me right now. Jefferson's not. Yeah, but if he would have took like Romeo Dobbs and Terry McLaurin, I might have done that. Because it's such a those guys are actually on my bench. You know what I mean?
So Zeb, he said, is Baker worth a 24 first in Dynasty Superflex? If I'm selling him, he is. Not if I'm buying him.
I mean, listen, man, if you're a QB needy team, this person's not gonna not notice that. So you're not gonna get Baker off of him, a starting QB in a Superflex Dynasty.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get him off for you're not gonna get a QB off him for like unless you're dropping a first or a real decent skill player. That's just what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor got flipped for a 3rd round the other day in our dynasty.
Yeah.
QB needy teams, and even the funny thing is that team wasn't even QB needy.
Yeah.
But it just happens. Listen, that's pretty cheap for a starting QB if you're a QB needy.
And Ryan said redraft send Adams and Gibbs for Puka and Pollard.
I'd rather have the Puka and Pollard side.
Yeah. So if that's the side that
you just got to fend off a bye week, then you get him the rest of the way. So,
yeah.
Yep. I bet you Puka, there's a good chance Puka puts up more than Adams if they continue to like literally only throw at Devontae Adams when he has man coverage. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird. Move him around, do something creative with him. They're not doing it. But yeah, so like, and then Gibbs might not even play. I don't know. I guess today we'll get some first week 7 practice reports because I'm pretty sure we won't have Monty. So maybe Gibbs gets a chance to try to show what he got. I don't know. Yeah. Either way, I'm taking a Puka side.
Happy Tree say you think D Hendo going to get some run. I mean, maybe just a couple, maybe a couple carries, maybe 5 carries, but he knows the system.
Yeah, it's yeah, but he comes in at a relief, I think.
What up, Stevie B? He said, what do you guys think of my trade in the 22? So it is Magoobs receives Daniil Hunter, Zach Wilson, and a 2024 second. And Stevie B receives Quentin Johnston and a 5th.
It's too like if you don't like Quentin Johnston, you probably won't like this trade. But like the idea of him, I get it because he's connected to Herbert. Mike Williams is for sure probably not coming back. He's tore his ACL and he's going to be on the other side of 30. And then obviously Keenan Allen's there. He's probably the one likely they ever retain if they did, right? I mean,
yeah,
right. But I mean, so and Zach Wilson, he's a backup next year. Theoretically,
yeah.
Neil Hunter's on the other side of 30. I'm okay with it. I
mean, I do feel like,
and I do like the idea of Quentin Johnston. Though I am one of those people. You know what I mean? So
I feel like it was a lot to give up for Quentin Johnston, though.
Starting QB, and the second, I don't think the second. Yeah, the second probably. I know for him, he has like multiple seconds. That might even been my second. You know what I mean? That might even be my second round in one of them joints.
Nope, he sent him his own second back.
Oh, okay. What he's consciously doing, you know what I mean, is trying to get lowest on the totem pole to get highest on the draft. So I mean that second could be, a nice second. Yeah. Probably would have sent him mine. Probably would have been more middle of the pack. Because I'm dying over there. I'm dying.
Yeah, see, Crispy said he sold them for a first plus in the 19. Yeah, exactly. Especially in our formats where QBs are even more valuable. Ryan said, would you send T. Higgins for ETN in Dynasty?
Probably not. I just don't do that for running backs. That's just me, though. Running backs don't last that long. I like to use Breece Hall as an example. Everyone was excited about Breece Hall. He was rookie. Oh, my God, nice and shiny. Tears his ACL. Shit like that happens to running backs. You could say, hey, well, Higgins always gets hurt. But, like, Higgins is a receiver receivers have shelf life. And he's a good receiver. So even if he's not with the Bengals, I mean, where you could put him you can put him in a bunch of places next year. You know what I mean? He's a number one elsewhere. Or even just love him if he stays with the Bengals. Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather have T. Higgins in that instance.
What up, Dennis? Dennis
probably don't help you now, though. You know what I mean?
What up, Dennis? Dennis in the house.
What up, Denny?
Gustavo, what up? He said, should I be worried about Monty and A-Chain being out? I got Kamara and Zach Moss as backups. You mean as starters right now? And Tyreek, Metcalf, Nico, Michael Thomas. I mean, should definitely be worried. Those are 2 solid guys. We don't know how long Monty's going to be out.
Yeah, I mean, when you just immediately when I look at the options he gave us, it's like it's going to be hard to move someone. You're going to have to package something up, like a Michael Thomas and a Zach Moss or something. Like it's going to be ugly, but you know what I mean? Try to do something. If not, man, you just got to play them waivers.
Yeah, and I wonder if Stevie B gave up that second a little bit easier because he said right there was his own second. Because I wouldn't really view it that way at that point. Because after it's made it to your team, now that thing's yours. You think you gave up the second a little quicker just because it was his?
I don't know. I don't really view it as like, like it's just still a second round pick to me. But then at the same time, it's like it's just having the QB. I probably would have leveraged it more. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have thrown in that second. I'm not mad at it though. At the end of the day, because Zach Wilson really ain't shit. But the fact that someone's trying to trade for Zach Wilson, I would immediately be like, I need to see as much as I can leverage. Cause you know what I mean? Like squeezing the juices out of a Zach Wilson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do crazy things all the time. That's why I don't really knock people for what they do. I only knock the ones that routinely do the crazy shit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I get mad when they do with me.
Let's see. Hold on.
If I do that crazy shit with me, Titans.
What up, dude? He said Jordan Love or Kirk Cousins in week 7.
Probably be Love if you don't want to play the matchup. But I mean, you're talking about a team, but my Niners, great run defense, and then they're playing a team that don't really run. They throw a lot, so not really mad at the Cousins play. It does suck he doesn't have Jefferson. And Jordan Love just feels like who are they playing? They're playing the Broncos. I guess they got some decent pass rush. Because man, anyone who has any kind of pass rush, it's a long day for Jordan Love in them past couple games.
Yeah, I think at least right now on Wednesday, don't take a Wednesday answer, but yeah, I feel better about Jordan Love right now versus the Broncos because Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos are like one of the worst defenses. It's one of the best defenses to play your QBs against. So
for sure.
Yeah, not the Niners.
Savage Chris said, "Do I trade away Mostert for Nico and James Cook?" I don't know, man. There's something up with James Cook. I don't really want to acquire him right now.
Yeah, it's annoying because like it's not that they don't want to give James Cook hella work. It's just that they run a rotation there. Look at fucking Damian Harris goes down, they elevate Ty Johnson, and then they're talking about bringing in Leonard Fournette. So you know what I mean? This is just they're gonna run a rotation.
And Callie Chi-Town says the time to drop Miles Sanders. I have Chuba Hubbard too. I guess hopefully you have an IR and you can just put him there. I'm assuming you don't because you asked.
They'll drop him.
Yeah, I mean you just can't. It sucks.
Yeah, Chuba came in there, got all the work because there was no Sanders.
There's literally nobody else.
Yeah, so you know what I mean.
And it was a decent matchup. And
maybe move Sanders and Chuba as a package.
Yeah,
can't use them this week. Maybe do that.
South Sea says both Ridley and Puka got the same points last week. Who do you trust this week? Puka the Steelers, and who's Ridley got?
He's got the Saints on the Thursday with we're dealing with whatever Trevor Lawrence is dealing with.
Yeah, I think I'm going Puka on that, and just got an update saying that Justin Fields will not practice today. Still doubtful for this week.
Yeah, they're talking about like, so I'm always gonna call my guys in Chicago, bro. Shout out to Smokey, and I was like, so what are they talking about over there? They said, man, he said that the coach is hella finicky, and he's like, we don't like him over here. And it's funny because they don't never like their coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, we don't like Eberflus. He's like, looks like we're gonna be rolling with teabags this week. And I just started dying. I was like, that's what you calling them?
Teabags.
Teabags.
You ask him about Nathan Peterman.
Yeah, no, he said that's just a practice squad thing. They're elevating for a backup because that's just to tell that we're not gonna have Fields. And he was like, what Eberflus was saying when because they put him on the spot, they're like, hey, is there any ligament damage? Because he said the MRI came back negative. But they said, is there any ligament damage? He said, we're not going to get into all that.
Yeah.
And then like other things he was saying that was coming out, like the local shit he'd be fucking with, saying that like they're like waiting on the inflammation to go down before they could really see. And this is, we've seen shit like this. Remember with Purdy? Oh, yeah. What is it? Is it Tommy John? Is it? Like, oh, we got to wait for the swelling to go down. And his shit was so fucked up. It took like a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 months even. You know what I mean?
And just got another update from the Bears that Roshan is still in concussion protocol right now.
Yeah, man, it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's ugly.
Search and kill. Flex start. Godwin or Addison?
Did he get an unlimited though?
Who?
Roshan, did he get an unlimited?
I'm assuming not.
Okay, because he can still be in the protocol, but if he and get unlimited.
Let's see. Yeah, they didn't officially have their practice report up yet.
Yeah.
Who the hell does Tampa Bay play this week? Oh, the Falcons.
They play the Falcons.
That might be a little bit tough, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go Godwin. Seems a little bit safer than Addison.
Mm-hmm.
And Stevie B's a mid team, so I feel like I paid a few seconds for QJ, so I'll take a chance on it for that. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, and he got Zach Wilson stupid late. I'm sure for Zach Wilson was going crazy late.
Hell yeah. And Lucius said you go Flowers or Rice this weekend.
Me Flowers.
Hold on. I want to go check this.
I like the targets.
Yeah, and either way, he's the one who stays on the field the most for them.
What's crazy with Rice is like he gets getting like his 3 to 5 targets, and he's very efficient with them.
Yeah,
it's like 1 out of those 5 will be in the red zone too. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I'll go Flowers. And Ryan said, Bogey, would you consider if it was Higgins for ETN and Puka?
Yep.
Yeah, because that's way different.
Yeah, because I also want to get help. See, that's the thing too, is I'm always trying to win now. And then if I make it, at least until I'm out of it, which fantasy, God forbid that, because I'm always trying to make moves to win now, and still in Dynasty, still not trying to fuck myself for the future. Crazy. I usually do that with picks, not with players. So in this case, yeah, I love that trade.
I guess Jeremy Chin's not going to be getting traded anytime soon. Just got an update. He has a significant quad injury that's going to keep him sidelined for up to 6 weeks.
Yep. And he probably just
Panthers defense just keeps taking hits and hits.
Mm-hmm. And when you're a bad team and you get hurt, you're like, I'm really hurt, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gonna
but not enough to put me on IR. Still pay me. When you get on the IR, it's like some kind of prorated salary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I said up to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm sure if we're asking him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I could be back in like 3 weeks."
I think I'm gonna feel all right enough, coach. 3 weeks later, I don't know. And that's I call that the Allen Robinson.
Bakes a lot in the house. What up, homie?
What up, Bakes?
And Derek said Stevie B coming back out to Vegas in August. Yeah, who's all coming in August? It is man. Our man JPZ. He hit me up the other day. He was like, I know I'm a weirdo, and like I try to plan things like a year in advance. So he was like, you know what dates already for the August thing? I was like, hell yeah. He's like, what? You already know? And it is going to be August 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. That's the Friday. That's the Friday through Monday. And AB says Carr or Pesos with Fields out. Damn, see, that's the thing that sucks is like we don't even know if Pesos is going to play. You like might have to play just Derek Carr just because, just out of like not knowing if Pesos is going to play or not. That one might come down to knowing on Friday or Saturday. Crispy said I got Sanders, Dobbs, and a first for Mayfield. Hell yeah. And what up, Alex? He said, just traded CMC and Moss for Eckler, Puka. Did I win? I feel like I want to know more about CMC to like know like if I feel like you won or not. But I mean, Eckler didn't look the best last week. He actually sucked. So I mean, it's one of those things. I do like Puka a lot more than Moss though. So I feel like it's pretty even, but I'd say you won. I'd say you won that. And Cali, Chi-Town, Waller, and Sanders for James Conner. What? I don't know. I mean, I guess. So I'm at 5-1 this week. Could could get by for now without him. Yeah, I mean, I guess like what would be. I mean, I haven't really looked at the upcoming schedule for the Cardinals. And we don't necessarily know when James Conner is going to be back. He's on IR. I mean, what he missed 1 week so far. So he's got to miss at least 3 more weeks. But we don't know if he's going to be coming back right away or not either. I'd say it's kind of shaky. But Waller and Sanders are too, so I'm not mad at it. But I'd be trying to go for something a little bit better if I could. What up, Devo? Smoke break. Let's get it. And the dude on Twitch, he said, J Love or Cousins. I already answered this. What happened? You left? You didn't hear the answer? So I'm leaning J Love as of now. And Dennis said he's coming back out in August. Hell yeah. Derek said he will be there. Let's go. It's going to be hella fun. And Devo said, good morning, y'all. Smoke break. Let's get it. And perfect. Yeah, lock in the dates, everybody. August 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. And I might almost recommend doing what Derek did. He caught like a late flight on Thursday and got a room on Thursday and then just stayed the night. I'd recommend doing something like that because it's probably cheaper to fly in on the well, I mean, not probably. It is cheaper to fly in on Thursday than it will be on a Friday. And then, on Thursday night, you can go bullshit at the casinos or whatever, get a little bit of Vegas in because we were just pretty much at the mansion for most of the time. I know there was a group of peeps that went out to the strip for a little bit. And I know they had some fun. And that's always an option of going off campus. And AB says car plays tomorrow, so might just have to play car. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what sucks about, car being on Thursday and Pesos being on Sunday. And like, we still have heard nothing good about Pesos as far as like practicing. So come back for FNT. We know you got some time on your hands. Come back for FNT at 1:00 West Coast time, 4:00 Eastern time. And we'll be talking some injury reports and we'll be talking some practice reports. We'll see if Pesos, what his practice status was for today. Triple X Lex, someone dropped Fields. I have Josh Allen. Should I pick up Fields and drop Charbonnet or Akers and use Fields as a trade piece or for Josh Allen's week 10 bye? I'd drop Akers for him. Akers has been kind of trash. It's like I don't really want to wait for him anymore.
Yeah, I'm dropping Akers. That's easy.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to use him for trade bait until we hear like decent news about him. But if it's also a single QB league, there's just not a lot of QB trading like going on that often, unless it's like a throw-in piece to make something happen. And since you got Josh Allen, yeah,
it's funny because like he probably drafted those 2 QBs in the top 10 rounds.
Well, no. He said someone.
No. He said Josh Allen.
Yeah, but he said someone dropped Fields, though.
Oh, yeah.
So he was talking about picking up Fields.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to do that, drop Akers. At least Charbonnet's a lottery ticket. Like, if anything was to happen to Walker, I don't want anything to happen to Walker, but I'm just saying, like, that would be the reason to hold a Charbonnet. It's kind of no reason to hold on to a Cam Akers who is not going to take the job from Alexander Madison, apparently. And they're a pass-first team, and they – literally a super low run volume team
with a shitty line.
Yeah.
And different Derek here. We got it's a 10-teamer, half PPR, 2 flex. Thoughts on the trade? Send Kelsey, Ridley, Madison. I don't like it. For Eckler, Hollywood, and Kmet, my other tight end is Laporta. Put Laporta in that trade. Do that. And then get Kmet out and go for a better player. Besides that, like send him Laporta and keep Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trade Kelsey.
Trade Kelsey.
Trade Laporta away.
Yeah. I repeat.
Do you remember what Kelsey did last week? He's the only one who really has that kind of upside on a game-to-game basis. Laporta does not have that kind of upside. And Bake said, my girl and I are clearing out the schedule to go for the full 3 days next year. And he said, Bogey, check that trade in the 21 when you get some time.
Okay, he sent me an offer.
Guess so. And there we go. Hell yeah. Everybody get the time off. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th of August is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, and we'll get the pricing and everything. It's going to be real similar to what it was this time as well. It was $750 for a shared room for the weekend, and then everything is it's all included. Everything's included. The only thing you need to bring money for is anything you're going to do off campus, as far as like going shopping, hitting up the Vegas stuff. And and then for league fees, that was the only other thing people needed money for league fees. That was it. And B Silva said Baker or Jordan Love this week, 6-point passing. Let's see. I really don't like Baker versus the Falcons. Like, really don't like him. I think I'm just going Jordan Love playing the matchup.
You said the same thing about the Wolf. I liked the Wolf last week, but see, the Wolf's a special case because he's just like it was weird because this time they were actually in this game. It wasn't garbage time, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying with the Wolf. He'll do it either way, you know what I mean? Baker is just like, he's not good against good teams. So do you think Atlanta's a good team for real? Because look at the teams that's mollywopped him. It's been it was the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was the Lions, because everybody else they've been kind of duking it out with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
are they even gonna have to duke it out with the Falcons on the road?
I don't know. I like the weaponry that Baker has. That's why it's hard to stay away from him. But who's the other option?
Jordan Love versus the Broncos.
Yeah. Seeing the Broncos, they just do it, bro. The Broncos, as far as they just make QB1 finishes. Yeah, be like Jordan Love. Hey, he sucks. Top 12 this week. Yeah, that's what the Broncos do, bro.
Buffet boy, what's going down, homie? What up,
Gary? Gary?
Adventures from the Q. Should I trade Pollard for Amon Ra? I like it. He said he's got and Jonathan Taylor, A-Chain.
Do it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see.
That person will do it.
Crispy said, if I show up, I'm whooping Big Ten's ass. You know what's funny is I think everyone is going to be too heavily medicated to even think about anything like that. you guys both might end up on the floor, but it won't be for fighting. Be from throwing it all in the tank. And Tito said, can he be the ref? He'll wear a little bow tie. Oh, man. Yep. And that was Derek. Derek said that was him, Candlestick, Matty Law, and Spencer the Guru went out to the strip. Hell yeah. And we were only 10 minutes away from the strip. So super, super short drive or Uber. And Dennis said, I want that crispy crunchy again. Oh, yeah. That'll definitely be on the menu. That shit's way too good to not have on the menu. And I know Derek said, I wish we could get that same crib again. That house was off the chain. I mean, that'll be one of the ones I will be looking for sure. Because that was fun. It was a perfect setup.
Who said he sent me? I ain't getting nothing. What did he say in the 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't send me nothing.
Dang it. Bake said he's got that chicken down the street from his house. Man, Joe.
Yeah. Is it at a gas station? That's usually where they're at, for real.
Hell yeah.
I remember I never understood it. My cousin would always, because he lived in the East Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Valero gas stations, if you're in the Bay Area, you see a Valero gas station, a Filipino probably owns that shit because it's a franchise and you can own it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then just out of nowhere, all of a sudden, these fucking Valeros start popping up with this, you know how you walk into a Chevron or something or whatever fucking it might be, or a Shell, it might be Slash Subway or some bullshit. All of a sudden you start walking in this motherfucker and it's a chicken joint. You know what I'm saying? It's like a liquor store, gas station, chicken joint. You know what I'm saying? All in one. And the chicken's fire. And my cousin, and so first he would always be like, bruh, you want some chicken from this place? Because he would always come to my house, watch football. And you know what I'm saying? He lived in Union City. This is a little bit of a drive. It's you know what I'm saying? That's where I thought a song was from the whole time. Like, oh, he's from Union City. But anyways, fucking so he would you want some chicken from this place? I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want no gas station chicken. He's like, you tripping, bro? Like, I'm good, bro. And until one time he just brought a bucket, and I was like, this is fire. What is this? It's that crispy crunchy, bro. From the gas station, man. Because I'm thinking like AM, PM, where they have like, you know, it's like the made food and it's just sitting there in the warmers or something. That's what I thought he was like, you know, that's what I was thinking in my head. I didn't think it was like a joint, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just came up. They got a single standing one here. Now it's not, I'm like, oh, they really came up. I connected to a gas station. Like, look at them, my cousins.
Because they only wanted because you know when they're doing the franchises, I mean, of course they get a piece of it, whoever owns, you know, whoever's like the owner of like Crispy Crunchy or whatever. And because I even saw in there about franchising, like they want it to be in a place that's already a business that you have that has a certain amount of traffic per month.
Yeah. And motherfuckers will go fill listen. The one when they open, we always had a Valero in the east side, right? And then this is probably like a year, like the last year I was living out there. They opened one up, and this motherfucker was out the door, bro. Like it was crazy. Because by this point, people know about it. You know what I mean?
Hell
like, yeah, like whenever my cousin used to come down, I'd be like, yo, bring some of that shit down, bro. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'll Venmo you, bring some of that shit down. And like, I don't really care for the sides, just the chicken's fire.
Yeah.
Jollibee's is another beast too, where it's like, but then like Jollibee's, like their gravy, something about it, bro.
Yeah, crispy
putting crack in it or something.
Crispy Crunchy is the shit. It's fucking awesome. And what else we got in here? And Stevie B, he said, I'll be there, Derek, as long as we got food, bud, and fantasy football, I'm there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And what everybody think about the spreads that we had this year? Because obviously those will be options as well.
Here's my thing. Here's my gripe, because I'm always in there picking motherfuckers. Like we got to do real food, man. Like I'll be willing, like we got a barbecue or something, you know what I mean? We gotta do some food, you know what I mean? We can still do everything we did, but like say we could have cooked them tacos, you know what I mean? Had a whole little boom, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, and also it was more economical, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, the way it worked out too is all in hindsight, it didn't work out because remember I did want to do like barbecue and all shit. It would have rained on us, you know what I mean? That would have fucked everything up.
Or
due to circumstances were, but yeah,
or be 115 degrees outside.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a safe bet in August. It's gonna be hot.
Hey, I mean, if that's something that you want to put on the docket that you want to be able to do, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, we know other people obviously would pitch in for help, but gotta have at least one person who's like, okay, I'll be in charge of this.
Yeah,
and yeah, for
it's
sure.
all in the prep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think the prep is easy.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Yeah, and I think that's what it was. It was like, I mean, that was an option, you know. And but I told you, I want everybody to have fun and not have to worry about like cooking in the middle of the day and stuff as well. Because I know cooking for, I mean, shit, how many people were there on Saturday? Like 30 people or something. You know, like cooking for 30 people is no like small task. And let's see, Xavier.
Hard. But you know what's funny, because it's not hard at all. Like I'm a function throwing motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's one thing I missed about before COVID, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that was the shit. Like, you know, we got to a point where like, man, we ain't going out. Just chill and cook, get faded.
Yeah, kids. I'm not opposed to it, but I mean,
it's just hella. It's more economical.
Well, yeah, but look at like the draft that you guys had. That like you would have been cooking like during your draft.
Nah, would have got all the cooking done. You know what I mean? Come on, prep. It's about preparation. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean, in this case, it was easy to just prepare to order the food. You know what I mean? Yeah. Same.
Xavier said, "Should I do A Chain and Kyren for Bijan? Like if you're getting Bijan." Because, yeah, especially now that we know that Kyren, they said, is going to be out like multiple weeks. If you're getting Bijan, but not the other way around.
Yeah, do it.
And Nicholas said trade happened in my league, Bijan and Olave for Kamara, Kyren, and Ayuk. So I don't know. I mean, it sounds pretty even. Let's see. Triple X Lex dumped Jalen Warren or the Chiefs defense for Elijah Mitchell. He said got the Browns team.
I would have been done. I would have been done that. Either one of them. Yeah, you better do that before somebody grabs him. And then I'll dump both those guys and grab Mitchell and Jordan Mason because I'm pretty sure Mason's available in that league as well. If someone picked up Mitchell or didn't pick up Mitchell, it's funny. I couldn't be in leagues like that at one point. Like, man, it's just like I should be like, especially you smash on those leagues. People that sleep, that shows me that league sleeping. That's probably not a good league. You should be winning that league.
All right, got it for everyone in the vampire leagues. The waivers are getting opened as of right now.
So how do you do for the vampires? Do you have like a Facebook group with them in it?
Yeah,
communicate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and and I just saw it. Someone was like, "Oh, he's doing his YouTube stuff right now," and then I just went in and said, "Everyone, waivers will be unlocking in 5 minutes."
Like, listen, the food we had was great. I'm just talking about like, me, we could expand it. Like, it was last minute when I was trying to veer it off. Like, listen, we could do fucking cook all that shit.
Well, yeah, because the prep is also the prep's also in like the buying and stuff like that too, and being able to house all that stuff. Like
that is true because that was all you because you're the boots on the ground there. So. Yeah, I guess it did work. It is mad easier that way though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're gonna. I mean, I don't know. It's not like everything's gonna stay exactly the same every year. Like every year, we're just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. See, I don't know if next year, Derek, if that house will be enough room to house everybody that's gonna be there. We have to go bigger next year. But like, man, there's some crazy ass places that I seen on the Airbnb. Crazy ass mansions. Tennis said, "Bogey, don't talk about that gravy."
Hey, listen, the gravy was cool. Listen, I'm a big gravy fan. I'm a big gravy connoisseur. You know what I mean? There's all kind of gravies.
See, well, there we go. Stevie B said he'll chef it up. Yeah, I mean, if there's multiple people who are in on it. But yeah, that is just another thing also. Like, yeah, getting all.
It was crazy that there was a little hurricane too because like the tacos were like 2 hours late. Maybe in like 3. Remember they kept moving the window? They're like, yeah, it'll be between like 2 and 4. And they're like, yeah, like 3 and 5.
No, that wasn't the tacos. That was
the tacos.
That was the blunt roller.
Was it the blunt roller? Either way, the tacos came hella late.
No, well, the tacos came when they were supposed to. It was like 2 or 2:30.
For real?
We ran in the middle of the day.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably had zero concept of time. But like, no, but see, here's the thing though. Yeah, that's right. Everyone in the East Side League did start pouring in around like 3 o'clock ish. Cause like, you know what I mean? It was just getting annoyed like, hey, is the tacos here? Is the tacos here? I'm like, listen, bro, the tacos gonna be here when they're here, bro. You know what I mean? Because they were, yeah, but I guess they did all start pouring in around 2, 3 or so.
AJ said trade Mahomes. Trade Mahomes die and what? He said trade Mahomes. It said die. Maybe it's 4. Breeze, Hall, Monron, Justin Fields. I'm just not gonna trade Mahomes. I'm just gonna keep.
I'll do it. He's getting a Monron and Brees and all them motherfuckers, and I'm assuming I'm just gonna in my mind say it's a 4-point passing touchdown, and then the reality is Mahomes is like they're like just barely a top 10 offense right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just making up excuses in my head to get all those pieces. Brees and Amon, I'm not mad at that.
Man, the vampire already swooped everything this week.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty sure all the running backs are like all the ones that, I mean, like Craig Reynolds, Jordan Mason,
Zach Evans.
Like, yeah, Vampire already swooped on all on all those guys, as they should, right? Like, man, if your team is like not that good, you better be swooping on those guys.
Yeah, for real. I mean, they're useful.
Yeah, let's see if it's like that in every league here. And Lucius said, would you go Musgrave or Logan Thomas? Tight end spot's killing me. Thinking about dealing Flowers and Logan Thomas. See if I can get Laporta or something.
Musgrave and Logan Thomas.
Man, I mean, Giants, they do give up a lot of booty to the tight end. So I think I would be okay playing Logan Thomas, but I'm actually okay playing Musgrave too, because Denver, they're pretty it's a good matchup.
Man, I did not know what to expect from Jordan Love, bro. But you know what? QB1 finishes. The Broncos do.
And Dennis said Vanessa needs to make the Buffalo dip again, like larger batches. Yeah, that was way too small. Yeah, those are like what she, man. Yeah, we just, got to get her to expand that. Because that shit's like super good, and I didn't even get that much of it. I was disappointed. And Bakes, I'm down to make some chili con verde. I like it. So it's easy, affordable. You can eat it with nachos, tacos, quesadillas, or by itself with some rice.
Wow. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to make some ceviche, bro. I'll make a dope ass crab and shrimp ceviche. That shit goes crazy. Same thing, like he said, you can throw on whatever the fuck. I don't make my ceviche like it's more like a salsa. I don't make my shit too crazy saucy like a traditional ceviche. The ceviche goes crazy.
And Dennis said, I remember asking Huss if I should tell everyone the buffalo chicken tip was done. And he was like, it's a first come, first serve kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. Like, man, like people were being like savages. Uh-oh. Dennis said less food in the fridge makes more room for beer, though.
Yeah.
And Peacock, no hot tub, no pool, no outdoor kitchen, no giant beer pong. The rain sucked. Yeah. Super bullshit, man. It was like, man, it was a really cool outside like setup. And yeah, because of the rain, we didn't even get to experience that.
It was an actual hurricane.
Like a literal. And Dennis
crazy.
Spencer in the pool swimming during the hurricane storm. Yeah, I can't remember when someone like when they see the lightning, like Spencer, you still want to be in there when the lightning is coming along with this storm? It's like, all right, maybe I'll.
It doesn't work that way though. It's really like unless he's like somehow is like a copper conducting or something, like somehow in his bones or something. That would be. And if he got shocked by lightning, bro, I would have been mad. First of all, because I love Spencer. But then I would be like, damn, if only he had bought a lottery ticket. Because, man, that shit is like hitting the lottery, bro. The chances of that shit. You know what I mean?
Bad lottery for sure.
Yeah, lottery nonetheless. It's just the odds of it. You know what I mean?
All right, nice. I was able to get Craig Reynolds in one of the vampire leagues there. And Brad said one wide receiver spot, one flex. Who's starting out of Lockett, Brian Robinson, Curtis Samuel, Drake London.
Brian Robinson or Lockett. I like Brian Robinson over Lockett this week though, just because I think like actually maybe not. I don't know if I really want. Can we really run on the Giants right now? They're kind of killing it with their linebackers.
Let's go double check this. Let's see
what it's kind of been tough to run on them. Everyone's been throwing all over them too. That's why it's kind of a little tricky. You know what I mean?
I think you're just polarized by Buffalo because outside of that, I mean, right now they're giving up the 7th most points to running backs, and like Buffalo is the only game where like they actually did good against them.
Yep. B-Rob the Mob. Give it to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Lockett, it's like he can catch one big one against Arizona, but man, it's like how competitive is that game going to be? You know what I mean? I feel like it's going to be all Ken Walker.
Lockett does get hella targets, so
he does, and he kills Arizona all the time, like in his career. So that's you know what I mean. I would almost like who else has he got? Like I might even play Lockett over somebody else that he got in there.
Yeah, I mean, shit, he had 8 targets this past week.
This has got to be one of them B-Rob games, bro.
Oh yeah,
like they what's Washington's? Are they 3-3? They beat.
Yeah,
it's either 3-3. So, yeah, like they're gonna try to whip their ass, bro. This that B-Rob game right here. I even said this might even be a Jahan Dotson game and shit. If they got the rookies out there, I think they had like a Dory Jackson back, but like still. And I'm like, who will they have on Terry? Even we'll just double him.
And Chris said, itching in this trade offer, guys. He said Goff and Pittman for Mike Kamara. He said he's got Fields, Amon-Ra. Yeah, so you got yeah, I'd do that. You got ETN and Walker and Brees. I'd do that.
Why not? Get you another weapon with Pittman. Pittman's actually fucking dope this year. It's crazy. Who was that earlier that was like, Bogey, check your trade offer? I ain't getting nothing. Who said that though? Because I'm gonna go look at his team.
That was Bakes.
Oh, it's Bakes? Okay, I'll check your team out, Bakes. I didn't see no trade offer though. Maybe he's talking about a different league. Is he in 21? Oh, he's like something with a piece.
Yeah, it's Prada. Prada.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but
sounds like could be like a last name. The Prada Dynasty.
Damn, in this Vampire League, I don't know who to drop to. I don't know if I should drop anybody for Craig Reynolds.
Who you got?
Josh Downs, Jameson Williams, Nico. Yeah, see, Mixon's on my bench and Higgins because of fucking the bye week. Tua, Pickens, Madison, Reynolds, Josh Reynolds, the older brother.
Yeah.
But then my starting lineup, I got Herbert, Diggs, Ayuk, B-Rob, Pacheco, Ken Walker.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
It's crazy when they're like, we're going to do a world like test thing.
Yeah.
That's some local shit. No, but
no, Bakes. It wasn't buffalo spinach dip. It was buffalo chicken, like buffalo chicken, like dip.
I fuck with spinach dip. Tough too. Spinach dip is fire.
And Peacock said just updated. Tyson Baggett's named a teabag everywhere I got him on Sleeper. There we go.
Yeah. Shout out to the fornicator. I was like, oh, I'm using that one. He was just nonchalant. Yeah, yeah, we're not gonna see Fields this week. We're gonna go with teabag. I'm like, wait, hold on, run that back. Who?
And Dennis said, Bogey, will Candlestick come back out again in August?
I'm sure. I'm trying to get him to come out with me at the end of November. To be honest, right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like somebody in my in-laws right now got COVID. But even like earlier when my daughter rides up to school with Candlestick's son and my lady's dad drops them off. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, wear a mask in the car. I'm like, I know the person's quarantining over there, but I'm like, yo, don't, like, you know what I mean? She's getting all mad at me. Well, I'm gonna be late. I'm like, yo, like you're trying to like, I'm like, yo, don't be sloppy. You know what I mean?
So like, Dennis, I really I don't think that the Super Bowl is happening. Like, not that people can't come out here, but I don't think a whole planned event is gonna happen. But the event that's going down in November, it's for the MJ Biz, conference, and it's, let me see what the dates are. It's November 28th, 29th, 30th, and December 1st. And that is it's pretty much just going to be a big week for the cannabis community here in Vegas. and Hess is going to be there, and they're having the big party at the bungalow. That was where we did last year. If you remember, in November we did on Monday Night Football. It was like a Ricky Williams Monday Night Football watch party, and like we did the Method Man and Redman concert and like all that shit, and it was a bunch of different events that were planned for that week. So everyone would have to, you'd have to figure out your own accommodations and everything. But the main party is going to be at the bungalow at the Cosmo. And Aaron Reborn, what up, homie? And yeah, that's November 28th, 29th, 30th, and December 1st. So during the week. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It was crazy this past November. Get ready. It's gonna be a wild ride again. So if anybody can get to Vegas during those times, Cannabis Guardian Angel, he already said everyone will be allowed to come through to the bungalow. Certain places we're gonna have to figure out different make sure we get a head count ahead of time so we can get everybody in to all the events. Corbin said, drop Will Anderson on bye for Samson. I want to talk to Samson. He's been doing pretty solid. Going up against the Browns, though, I mean, they don't give up a ton of sacks, so this might not be one of the better games for Samson. What? Who else you got as options over there? Sebastian, what up, bro? Said, what up, fellas? I'm trying to get A-Chain somehow. Offered B-Rob and Rashad. Will he bite? I don't know if I want to give up B-Rob. What the heck? There's an earthquake where you're at, Tino? There's an earthquake. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, unless you're getting something else. I don't really like that. You still got to wait. Like, A-Chain's not coming back to like week 11, they said. And that's like the earliest, potentially. Clutch Box, what up? Where's the Clutch Box checking in from? He's checking in from the... let me see. He said 12 teams, Superflex. Would you trade CMC, Herbert, Ridley for Bijan, Eckler, and Stafford? I have a counter ready, but I'm curious what you guys think about this offer. I mean, it's just so even. I don't like doing trades like this. Like, really. I mean, if you're trading away CMC, Herbert, and Ridley for Bijan, Eckler, and Stafford, I'm assuming that you're extra healthy at your wide receiver spots, and that's your RB needy. But trading away CMC, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, I don't know. Is this even like selling? I mean, kind of it is getting Bijan and Eckler, but I was just gonna say, is it like selling high on CMC? But the 3-for-3 trade, it's like, man, I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's just too much for too much. Top Bake said, laughing my ass off. Rejected. All right. You know what? I think it's about time. We're going to wrap this up here. Been grinding for 2 hours. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the audio version of the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler. And we need more 420 crew members. I know next month we should be able to get the monetization, back from YouTube. But yeah, make sure you guys go join Patreon. Lots of different reasons why you want to be a Patreon member. We are going to get back to the raffles in November here. And yeah, we got multiple chats over there on at the 420 crew on the Patreon app. If you guys don't have the Patreon app downloaded, go download it And we got a start sit thread over there. We got a trade thread over there, so you can, post your teams, post your lineups, all that kind of stuff. And I want to get a little bit more active. So everybody just make sure you go download the Patreon app. And if you are not a 420 Crew member, go join 420crew.org. And we'll be back for FNT at 1 o'clock West Coast time. Let them know on the way out. Smash that like button if you haven't done it so far. And we appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the